Hi, my name is Maria Franzoni and I run a speaker bureau. And I was asked to share what are the three most common mistakes that I see as a bureau owner and that my team see that speakers make with regards to their content, that if they put it right would have a huge effect, a huge impact on how they are received and how their content is received. And actually, that's not a difficult question to answer. That's quite easy. And it'll be interesting to see if this resonates with you and if it's something that you're doing, which I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're brilliant. But if you are, put it right. So number one, speakers don't consider the introduction as being part of their speech and part of their responsibility. It is. As soon as a host, an MC, somebody presenting you introduces you, that is part of the time that is your speech content, but also it sets you up. It sets you up in the eyes of the audience to be listened to. It makes them ready to think, right, I want to hear this. This is relevant to me. I can see the context, I can see the expertise, and I know what I'm going to get. And speakers often forget about the introduction, or they have a standard introduction that they don't modify and adapt for every event. Take the time to do that. I think it will serve you well. With regards to the actual speech itself, the mistake I see time and time again, and it's because you care so much. You speakers care a lot. You're experts. You have a huge amount of knowledge. You want to give it all. And that's the thing. You give information, you give information, you give information, and you overwhelm your audience. You try to give too much in the time that you have. So I would always say try to limit three main takeaways rather than trying to give way too much content. Be with your audience, give them a little bit less, leave them wanting a bit more rather than feeling totally overwhelmed. So that's a big mistake I see, especially when speakers are starting out and they're new, or they're just generous. They just feel that they want to give so much value. The final mistake is actually at the end. So we talked about intro, bringing yourself onto stage. Then it's very important that you actually end properly. So either that you are finalizing and recapping for your audience to say, these are the things I want you to take away from this. This is what I want you to do. Or have the MC, host, if there is one, do that for you. It's even stronger if you give that text to a third party to say, this is what I've taken away. This is what I think the important messages are. It just underlines and reiterates your message. So important to end really strongly. Many speakers think about the beginning of their speech, but don't always think about the end, making it as powerful as possible and memorable as possible. I'm going to give you a fourth one. I'm going to give you a bonus one. Not so much about the content, but about the mistake that I see time and time again with speakers, and that's video. Get as much video as possible, whether it's just for you to review how you've done so that you can improve on it, or whether it's to collect lots and lots of video so that you have clips. Because the thing that's always hard for me as a booker is that I don't have enough video. I don't have sufficient video, and I usually don't have high quality video. So I've given you a fourth one there. But just to remind you, the three with regards to content are: work on a really strong, tailored introduction. It's part of your speech time, so make it nice and short and snappy, get people ready. Don't give too much, have some structure, clear takeaways, make it easy for the audience to follow. And then finally, think about your end. Ideally, it'd be great if you've got an MC that can then summarize and so give them an outro. All right, thank you very much.